All right, everyone, welcome back to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. So looks like I'm going to start doing the dailies again, at least for the time being. So we'll see how it goes and just roll with it. So today is for Tuesday, September 26, 2017. We have the moon in Ophiuchus today, coming out of Scorpio from yesterday, in fact. So it could be a deep day emotionally. A good day for healing, in fact. And this is also physical healing as well, right? So your health, things like this, but emotional healing, seeing what wounds might come up today and accepting them, because it is through that acceptance process we do the healing. We have Mercury slowly but surely shifting into Virgo, which we'll look at, which is suggesting that our mind is starting to move towards improvement, in bettering things, perhaps our routine, our work, more of that practical day-to-day sort of energy. Now today, no major aspects going on, but we are lifting off of what was from last Sunday and Monday, past couple days of a lot of this watery energy. In fact, no, it's been like that for the past couple weeks. All of these planets have been opposing up to Neptune, and now Mars is easing up off of that opposition as we go into today. So even though it's watery with this deep energy of Ophiuchus, we are likely lifting off of any type of low energy if you've been feeling that, or cloudy energy or malaise or whatever that might be. All right, so that's the day generally, but let's go and look at this in more detail. All right, so here is the sky. I do miss this chart, actually, this planetarium. So now we can go back to seeing where everything actually is in the sky. There's Mercury shifting into Virgo slowly but surely, which is Mercury's natural sign, right? So when it does come to our mind, when it comes to communication, very good for practical matters, right? Virgo's all about finding solutions, fixing things, and again, anything on that day-to-day sort of level. So, of course, the sun's already been here. This whole lunar cycle has started in Virgo, so it's already really good to be focused on this, focused on improvement and betterment, that type of stuff. We can be gaining energy with that, with the sun. Now, Mars and Venus are, of course, still in Leo, so when it comes to relationships, there's still a bit of that passionate energy or just wanting some fun, self-expression, creativity can be enjoyable, whether it's in relationships or not at this time. And we're likely expressing ourselves in very direct ways with Mars in Leo as well. So in terms of the moon, as you can see here, the moon will be coming out of Scorpio, going into Ophiuchus, which are both very deep energy. So if you were feeling this yesterday in terms of, usually the moon is our emotions, and the emotions are a very private, aspect of ourself, very internal. But when they come into these signs, the deep stuff that we've either hidden away or the patterns that we've built emotionally come to the surface, especially if they involve wounds and fears, anything we've brushed under the rug. So as it is once a month, a good time to do this sort of spring cleaning, if you will, with the emotions. And so today, if any wounds come up, any fears, any inhibitions, any of this deep stuff we may have brushed under the rug the previous 30 days, basically, it is good to now do that acceptance, become more aware of them, the feelings, the wounds, whatever it is, accept them, and through that, the healing process. In fact, as we go into tomorrow, as is always the case, the moon will be going into Sagittarius, which is then the more expansive energy coming after the transformation of then feeling free and transformed. All right, so good day for that. And again, physical healing is also great with Ophiuchus as well. I do want to mention. Here's the transit graph. As you can see here, we're coming off of that Mars opposite up to Neptune. Even Mercury was squaring up to Saturn yesterday. So if there was any blockage with that routine, day to day or mental stuff or communication, that's easing up. And then again, the Mars opposite Neptune is like Mars is our energy, Neptune is the vast ocean. And so that's what could be, depending on your personal chart, creating a bit of this uncertain energy, cloudy energy, or whatever it's been. And as I said, it's been emphasized for some time as all these fast-moving planets are opposing up to Neptune. Now, Venus will be the last one to oppose up to Neptune later in the week, and then we're coming out of all that Neptune opposition there. All right, so yeah, this T-square in the early part of the day is part of this lifting up. If you're in the East, in Australia, the East, New Zealand, you'll likely start to feel this energy probably about midday. All right, and if you're in Europe, maybe a little bit as well, about midday. But as we go through the day and as we go into tomorrow, definitely lifting off of that Neptune energy. So when we get into the evening time, the moon is going to go over Saturn. So it's a conjunction. It's about this emotional reserve. Usually conjunctions are quite neutral in their nature. So this is what sort of is emphasizing that Saturn has already been helping us do with healing, taking it seriously, doing the work, in fact. Right? So if there's anything in the evening time that is about doing the work or just being patient or responsible in some way that maybe has to do with, again, facing some wounds, could be a good evening to do that. All right, so that is the day in a nutshell. Hope you have a fantastic day. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next daily forecast.